We use plastics for many things. Water bottles, electronics, grocery bags all have plastic. But what do we do for our plastics, and where do they go? Into our ocean. Every year, 1 million seabirds and 100,000 marine animals are killed by consuming plastic or getting tangled in it. This plastisphere, or these plastic patches, have been forming in our oceans for 6 decades and is still growing. 245 million tons of plastic is produced annually, and 8 million tons of that plastic is dumped into our oceans every year. We recover 5% of the plastic we produce. In 1987, a law was passed making it illegal to dump plastics in our ocean, but that is not enough to stop it. Our ocean is full of many sea creatures and plants. It is home to many marine animals, fish, and provides 50 to 70% of our oxygen. But now it has another resident that has affected many animals in our oceans for many years. Plastic. 35 billion plastic water bottles thrown away yearly. 80% of plastic in our oceans coming from land. These plastic patches in our oceans are 6 decades in the making. Plastic is made by mixing oil, chemicals, and dyes at a high temperature. These create really big molecules called polymers. Microorganisms can't break down the polymers because they are too big for them to consume. Manufacturers turn this mixture into pellets, which are shipped all over the world. Many of these pellets get lost and are found in ocean or on beaches. It is known that 93% of Americans are tested positive for BPA, which is a chemical that is used for making plastic. BPA is found to alter hormones and have health effects on humans. Our plastic that goes into the ocean comes from streams and rivers, which lead to the ocean. Another main cause of plastics in our ocean is storm drains, as plastic that is thrown out onto city streets will eventually be led to the ocean. It also comes from cruise ships, which dump a lot of waste because of the weak laws of dumping trash into the ocean. Plastic breaks down in the ocean by UV rays from the sun and the ocean currents because the plastic keeps moving in the current and will eventually break down. When the UV rays from the sun break down the plastic, it is called photodegradation. These broken down plastics are now called microplastics. They mix with plankton and toxic chemicals, which scientists refer to as plastic soup. Plastic gets caught in ocean gyres, which is a rotating ocean current in the middle of our ocean. The plastic will stay there and accumulate. Captain Charles Morris from the Algalita Marine Research Foundation explains why our society is important for saving our oceans.
We've created a throwaway society in which a product that lasts for all practical purposes forever from a human perspective is used for only seconds and then discarded. Making bottles day after day that get thrown away that need more bottles, cups need more cups, packaging that needs more packaging. And we have no place to throw away our waste. Away is no longer a place. We need as a society to value plastics in an entirely different way. We can make things out of plastic that will work for a long, long time. That's how we should be using it. That's what this, when we say we can't recycle this, we can make, there's a company right now in Tennessee that can take all of this right here and turn it into lumber. They don't care if it's got weeds in it. They don't care what plastic's in there. They don't care what it is.
It takes about 500,000 years for plastic to break down, and scientists are trying to find ways to create plastics that will break down in months. The Center of Marine Conservation says the most found item in our oceans, according to their list, cigarette butts. Plastic was ranked third on the list. Marine animals and birds mistake plastic as food, and it gets even more dangerous as the plastics break down into smaller and smaller pieces. These can even be microscopic sized pieces. Animals suffer from clogged intestines and lack of vitamins if they consume the plastic. So, what are we doing so far to help? Plastic manufacturers are finding ways to create degradable plastic, and they are also tracking plastics that are lost during production. Communities and organizations are planning beach cleanups so they can prevent plastic and garbage from entering the ocean. In 1989, Canada and Mexico started cleanups on beaches. 16 states in the US have passed a law making it required to make the plastic six-pack can holders biodegradable. California has banned the use of single-use plastic bags. What can you do to help? You can start by reducing your plastic usage. Use cloth bags instead of plastic bags and bring a reusable mug to coffee shops instead of using the cups that they have there. Put garbage in the right places, like putting back bottles in your blue bin instead of throwing it away. You can also volunteer at a local beach cleanup in your city or community. Braden Walanis, BM News in Calgary, Alberta.